We unleash
abundant local assets,
inspire charitable giving,
and connect ambitious people
to build stronger communities
and a greater Nebraska.
And a greater Nebraska.
Unleashing abundant local assets means more than just money. There are many assets in communities, and we help communities discover them and put them to work.
We inspire charitable giving by helping Nebraskans give back to their hometowns and favorite charitable organizations in ways that really make a difference in those communities and organizations.
Connecting ambitious people doesn't mean just in my own hometown, it's all across the state.
When I think of connecting ambitious people, I think of every time I call on someone, their answer is yes.
We unleash abundant local assets,
Inspire charitable giving,
and connect ambitious people
to build stronger communities
and a greater Nebraska.
Nice.
God. You know how it is. If you don't move your hands, sometimes your mouth doesn't move.
Absolutely.
No. Blah, blah, blah.
Good work, gang.
The Nebraska Community Foundation, to me, does a whole litany of things.
we use the tools of philanthropy to help towns in rural Nebraska and greater Nebraska invest in themselves.
NCF helps communities go from dreaming about what they want to become to actually becoming what they want to become.
Connecting people to their community and then communities to other communities in Nebraska.
Well, we're a network of communities across the state that are trying to create magnetic hometowns.
It starts first with the question, what can the community do for themselves? And then the second part is, what can they do with a little bit of help? And that's really where Nebraska Community Foundation comes in.
I feel really good about what's happening in the NCF network right now. We have 1,700 volunteers across the state. We have over 50 people who are helping us as peer mentors.
I describe it as a movement. It's volunteers taking a day off of work to go to trainings to learn how they can better their community.
I really love the chance to work with people who are so positive and thinking forward so much about their community.
My enjoyment is going to communities, meeting a diverse group of people who are truly just trying to make their town better. And it's very uplifting.
Oh man, I love learning about the different communities and the different community members. The best day at work are the days when more than one community I work with get to be in the same room, because I get to be around some of the best people from across the state all at the same time.
It's really inspiring, and it's really a fun network to be part of. It's just a lot of good people doing a lot of good things.
You know, we help people build active hope in the future of their hometowns, and that's a really special thing to do.
You know, NCF is a true team, and we continue to add and build to that team.
We all have different strengths, and everybody has the mission at their heart and really wants to help communities to thrive and to have bright futures, and that's just really fun to be a part of.
What makes me the most proud of Rock County are the people that live here.
Just the sense of community.
The grit and perseverance that exists here.
The rural heritage that's here, along with the stewardship
It's just somewhere that I'm proud to be from, and hopefully to raise my own family here.
The Rock County Community Fund has helped in many ways to develop the dreams in Rock County.
I think that my dreams stem from me being the ag teacher and the FFA advisor, and so I'm really invested in the youth of this community. My dream, of course, is to always have those students return to this community to live and to raise their families and to make this community a better place.
Yeah, I see that happening just because of the energy that we have here in Rock County and the people that we have living here.
It's always fun to see our endowment starting to be able to give money to things, like the Newport Fire Hall. You know, that started, it was just one lady's dream. And all of us that live here worked with her, along with people that haven't lived here in years but still call this place home.
Some outer space. The Rock County Community Fund granted money to a summer arts program. This year they are focusing on space. So at the Arts Center they are doing space-related art projects, and at the library they are doing robotics. We see a need in this community for skilled and technical education and labor, and the Community Fund saw that as well and invested to expand the ag program and provide more of those types of courses at the high school. Another thing that the Rock County Community Fund has granted to in recent years is the Miles for Smiles program, which is free dental care for the youth of Rock County.
The larger we can get that endowments, the more money we can give back to the community. I mean, the more we can invest back into the people. And that's important for me. You know, this is the community that raised me. And I feel like whatever I can do, whatever my part can be to help grow the community, that's kind of part of my role.
For an endowment, you have to be in the mindset that the money will always be retained there. It will last forever.
I think the importance of building that unrestricted endowment is so that we can take care of ourselves, so that we have the financial resources to build this community and to keep it alive and well.
I hope, but I also know the people of Rock County will always continue to band together. We all want this to be home for the next generation. And I think that's really important, that we take care of the people that are here now, but we look to the future so that we can make this home for years to come.
What makes me most proud of Stuart is how we work together.
People get on board with things together.
We expect our community to thrive. We expect all of our people to be a part of that.
I think Stuart has always been known as a community that gets things done.
Everybody comes together and makes things happen.
I view the Stuart Community Foundation Fund as kind of all-encompassing, so it involves the whole community and all those organizations and people that are part of the community, and tries to bring them together and point us all in one direction.
What can we do? What can we do if we work together? How do we leverage to a larger scale? How do we make something that was impossible on your own seem very possible together?
The Stuart Community Foundation Fund has been really glad to be able to partner with many projects in the Stuart area, like the Fire Hall, the School Education Fund and Activity Fund, the Murphy Center, the Welcome to Stuart sign along the highway as you come into town. We helped with a project at the Raceway, and then most recently the project was the new splash pad. So that, among other projects, were able to be funded in part by the Stewart Community Foundation Fund. As time went on, we realized that we really wanted to focus a little bit more on something called the Unrestricted Endowment Fund.
An unrestricted endowment to me is the community savings bank.
An unrestricted endowment is something that never goes away. It's perpetual.
I like to tell people it's the gift that keeps on giving. You give now and it keeps on giving. It doesn't ever go away. So we can grant out to projects now, and the unrestricted endowment just makes it so that it can grow bigger and we can keep giving to more projects in the future.
And our goal is not to replace all of the fundraising that Stewart has known, all of the project-based things that Stewart has known, but we want to partner with them. We want to leverage what they've done and make it something maybe even bigger, something we could have only dreamed about before.
An unrestricted endowment to me is a vehicle to provide unlimited positive things within your community for years to come. And it's available, makes dreams available that people might have within the community, and it's a great tool.
When we find consensus and we find buy-in from community, I think you can see a few things around our community that prove we can do some outstanding things. And this is one of those outstanding things that we need to do to help secure and grow our community's future.
It's important to build that unrestricted endowment so we can continue to have a thriving community and make Stewart the place that I dream of.
My dreams for Stewart include to be proactive and to take opportunities that we see and be able to act on them.
I think we're a real progressive, small town, but a town that gets things accomplished, and I think the sky's the limit for Stewart, really.
The biggest thing is just to continue to inspire our young people to make this home. And if you spend any time in Stewart, you'll feel like it's home as well.
I want my kids to come back to Stewart someday. I want my grandkids to be in Stewart someday. I want Stewart to keep being Stewart, home.